We're sorry.
1979 is the last time somebody tried to kill our ambassador. And they did kill our ambassador in 1979 under Jimmy Carter. What a surprise. What a surprise. It has happened only 5 times. And what a surprise. It was in the radical 60s and 70s. And then America got tough. And they stopped killing our ambassadors. Now that they have killed 4 embassy staff members and an ambassador, and they have taken 2 embassies, not 1, 2 different embassies. And surprisingly, I mean, what are the odds? What a coincidence on September 11th. That just happened to be the day, coincidentally. They are sending us a message. And what was the message we sent back? The message we sent back was,
we're sorry.
I'm sorry. We're really sorry.
We didn't mean to hurt the religious feeling.
Is a quote.
We didn't mean to hurt the religious feelings of Muslims.
But we didn't do that. Some guy made a YouTube video. We're not responsible for it. We didn't do it. What do you want us to do about it?
And we're not going to stop and round up a guy or stop his freedom of speech. We believe in freedom of speech. It's a YouTube video. Get over it.
It's unbelievable.
I mean, really, honestly, I mean, I have friends. Zuhdi Jasser is a good, decent, respectful, respectable Muslim who is fighting for his life and the life of his religion. And he's a good friend of mine. But I think Zuhdi would even say, dogs. These people who decide to live their life like this are animals. I apologize to dogs. They're animals. This is it. Do we need to be reminded again on September 11th? It happened on September 11th. When are we going to wake up and start telling the truth again? This president has put Muslim Brotherhood people in our own Homeland Security Department.
Well, look, and we know religious offense. Let's see. The Book of Mormon on Broadway. I didn't see a bunch of Mormons burning down Broadway or throwing things out of buildings. It didn't happen, and it wouldn't happen, and we wouldn't act that way. Yes, I was greatly offended by it.
It's encouraging as well that we do not have Muslims in the United States doing this.
It is.
They do understand that we have rights and we have a constitution and free speech.
I got news for you. The Muslim extremists that are here, and they are, the Muslim Brotherhood extremists that are here, with this show of weakness, mark my words, it's around the corner, gang.
Well, there's going to be, of course, extremists. There's no doubt about it. I mean, but of course, everyone's going to criticize. Well, you guys are just attacking Muslims. Very specifically.
I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it. Well, on a day when we had an ambassador killed and two embassies, that's exactly what they'll do, and that will tell you everything you need to know, America. If they start to attack us, we are talking about Muslim extremists. We're not talking about every Muslim. We're talking about Muslim extremists.
Talking about the ones who did
Period.
this.
Yes.
The ones who did this.
They're animals.
Right.
And this president, what is he doing? You know what this president should be doing? He should be calling every congressman right now and saying, I'm stopping all funding to Egypt. All of it. I'm stopping all funding or any aid or anything else we're doing in Libya, all of it. And by the way, Benjamin Netanyahu, I'm going to cancel my very busy appointment schedule that revolves around David Letterman, and instead I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to meet with you.
Not Pimp with a Limp, though. You're not going to cancel that, are you?
No, of course
you can't cancel that interview because Pimp with a Limp is too important.
Yeah, that really important interview to do with Pimp with a Limp.
Yeah, because
I mean, the guy loves women. Why wouldn't he love women? There's a war on women.
He loves women so much that
I've got to meet with a guy who's calling himself Pimp with a Limp.
Yes, and that was an important one.
How can you, as the president, and I mean this in all sincerity, how can you, as the president, withdraw this money from these countries when you're responsible for them being in power? These are this leadership of both of these countries
is the guy
is
who
a
said
direct
this is,
delivery from this president.
They're going to be good. The Muslim Brotherhood is going to be good. Morsi is a good friend. You're a close ally. You're a buddy. Come on over to the White House. He won't meet with Benjamin Netanyahu, but he's bringing the Muslim Brotherhood leader of Egypt into the White House. My gosh, I would take 1,000 fat Monica Lewinsky's in the Oval Office over this one.
Oh, yeah.
My gosh, that
Oh, yeah.
seems like a dream
Those were the
come
good old
true.
days. Well, those were the good times.
Well, they don't
good
come
times.
back.
They don't.
They don't come back, man.
Seriously,
Oh, we
don't
had to
you look
worry about-
back
Yes.
on the Clinton years
Yes.
with fondness now?
Yes.
Why do you
It's-
think they gave him such a primetime slot at the convention?
Yeah,
he's
'cause
the
we're
only.
all-
They
yes.
just Barack Obama, if he can just somehow convince the American people that he's only Bill Clinton, they'll love him.
Oh,
I mean, their ads
This
they're
guy's
running.
making Jimmy Carter look like a rookie.
yeah, he is.
The
I
ad-
mean, as far as bad presidents, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Carter looked like a rookie, but I mean, like he's making Jimmy Carter look like an elder statesman and George Washington.
right now, the ads they're running even for Barack Obama include 29 seconds of Bill Clinton and 1 second of Barack Obama reading "I approve this message" like a speed reader. They don't even want you to know he's running at this point. They want you to think it's Bill Clinton. It's very specifically not Bill Clinton. This is not what the Clinton administration was about. I mean, he had some economic prosperity, but he was screwing around with Monica Lewinsky, but nothing like this was happening.
And selling secrets to the Chinese. But,
Yeah, I mean, he
let's
was-
forget all that. He was great compared to this.
Yeah, he just shut down our Navy oil reserves. But other than that, he wasn't doing this.
It's a dream
He
compared to
wasn't
this guy.
doing
Come on.
this.
A dream.
A dream come true.
He was.
A dream come true.
In comparison.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Listen,
specific.
Here's what the
addendum.
president should be doing today. First of all, our warships should be on alert. This is an act of war. Just taking the embassy is an act of war. We had 2 embassies taken in 2 Islamic countries yesterday by Islamic radicals. They went in, they burned the flag. That's an act of war. We don't need another war, and we certainly don't need another war in the Middle East, and we certainly don't need it under this commander-in-chief. But let's be clear, that's an act of war. Then they take our ambassador and they kill him. What do you think? Is that an act of war? Or should we apologize for that one? We're really sorry we sent our ambassador over. First thing the president should do, the president should have been on television last night, but he wasn't. The first thing that has to be done is the president needs to address the American people and say, this is an act of war. Now, how the United States of America decides to handle this is an ongoing discussion, and we'll let you know. But we're putting you on notice that we did notice you killed our ambassador and took 2 of our embassies. You don't push the United States of America around, period. And by the way, we also noticed that you did it on 9/11. We don't think that was a coincidence. Message received, Muslim Brotherhood. You receive our message. Here's the first thing we're going to do. Congress is not sending Egypt $1 billion. Congratulations on that one. Oh, that hurts the poor person in the street. Sucks to be them, doesn't it? We're not sending our money over to the Muslim Brotherhood. Sorry. You want to start another revolution? In about a month or so, we're going to elect another president, and he'll stand by you. He'll help you when you want to overthrow the Muslim Brotherhood. He'll stand by you and provide the moral support. This president didn't supply the moral support. He was strangely absent. Strangely absent. And you tell me, America, now that you've seen what this guy does, you see who he supports, who he believes is the right person for the Middle East, you tell me when he was full throttle on Egypt and he was silent when people stood up and risked their lives in Iran. You tell me that was a coincidence. How stupid do you have to be? This president also should announce that he apologizes to Israel. Israel is fighting for their life. Ahmadinejad is coming over and speaking at the United Nations on Yom Kippur, the holiest day of the year. He's speaking and addressing the United Nations. The next day, Benjamin Netanyahu is speaking at the United Nations. The president is going to be there. Benjamin Netanyahu is going to be there. But the president is too busy when he's in New York to meet with Benjamin Netanyahu. Remember, the guy he has told He's never had a better friend. I've been the best friend Israel's ever had as a president. But he's too busy. And what's on his schedule that he just can't cancel? He said that Benjamin Netanyahu, the White House came out and said he can't meet with Benjamin Netanyahu. No, just can't do it. Don't have time, too busy. Oh, by the way, on that day I'm going to be on the David Letterman show. What do you think? Do you want a president that thinks that David Letterman is more important than our ally Israel? I think this is a pretty easy choice, America. The other thing the president should be doing is closing these embassies. Pulling everybody out. Do you know that Canada just pulled their people from Iran? I'm telling you, war is coming. Get our people out. And get our troops back home. This is not good. If you give this man another 4 years, there will not be a country left. There's no way to survive the onslaught, the co-opting of the Muslim Brotherhood. There is no way to survive the way this man spends money. Oh, I know he's promised that he's going to cut the deficit now by, $4 trillion. He promised that last time. He said by the end of his first term, he'd have it cut in half. In case you haven't noticed, 263 days to spend another $1 trillion. It's 1979, and as much as Bill Clinton looks like a dream come true to us, if you give this man another 4 years, America, Jimmy Carter is going to look like a dream come true.